Hi everyone, my name is Okoyecheka Victor and I'm a front-end developer. So this course focuses on the JavaScript programming language. This course is specifically for people that want to learn the JavaScript programming language. Believe me, after watching my video, you will be an expert in JavaScript programming language. I mean, you will be an expert. You code without any challenge, experiencing any challenges. You will become an expert because I will be uploading videos regularly on the JavaScript programming language. So I will upload a video that covers everything in details about the JavaScript programming language from the chapter 1 to chapter 24 of JavaScript programming language. So this we will deal with chapter 1 on this particular video. So the topic we'll be talking on chapter 1 deals with the data types and operators. So we'll focus on chapter 1 on this video. We'll focus on chapter 1 on this video. We'll be talking about data types and operators. So let's get down to business. I'm using my Android phone to code. So you can still use your Android phone to code. Just go to your Play Store. You download the Quick Edit or the Treb Edit. Let me show you that. Let's go to our Play Store. This is our Play Store. So we search for Quick Edit. That's the Quick Edit. You can use it for coding, or you search for the Treb Edit. The Treb, T-R-E-B, not Treb, sorry. Treb Edit. And that's the Treb Edit. So you can use any of this app for your coding. But for this course, we'll be using the Quick Edit because that's what I have on my phone. So I will just leave the Play Store because I already have the app installed in my phone. I will leave the Play Store. I will now go to my Quick Edit. Here is my Quick Edit. I'll go here. I'll come here. I'll create a new folder, and that folder I will call it. I can give it any name. It doesn't matter the name. Let's call it arithmetic. Okay. Sorry. Mistake. Internal storage. Here. We create a folder and call it arithmetic. .html. We'll now go to the arithmetic.html. We'll now create a file inside the folder and let's call it script.html. Okay. Now let's get down to business. You open the script.html. Normally, coding with JavaScript, we'll start with our HTML tag. We open our HTML tag for here. HTML tag. And we'll close our HTML. We'll open our body tag. and close our body tag. We open the head and close the head. We'll give it a title. So I believe you must have learned about HTML and CSS before moving over to JavaScript. So these are just the HTML and CSS. Let's call it coding. The title, we can call it coding. We'll close the title. Then inside our body, let's open our JavaScript tag inside our body, inside the body, or even inside down after the body, down here. We can open our JavaScript tag. So we open the script type. We call it test/JavaScript. Yes. We will now close it. We will close our script tag. Now let's get started. Let's start. Let's check if this thing is working well. Everything is working good and fine. So to output the value of anything in JavaScript, what we use is what we call the console.log. We use console.log to get the value of anything in JavaScript. For example, my English name is Victor. I want to get my name in JavaScript. Console.log Victor. Here, my name is showing Victor. So we use the console.log to get the value of anything we want in JavaScript. That's the essence of console.log. No. So now let's talk about, in JavaScript we have three types of data types. We have three data types, which are what? Numbers. Let me outlist them. Numbers, number one, string, and Boolean. So let's take them one after the other. Remember, this chapter 1 is talking about data type and operators. So let's talk about the data types one after the other. Let's talk about the number. So number deals with numeric values. Numeric values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of them are numbers. Example: 6 is a number. 7 is a number. 9 is a number. 10 is a number. 11 is a number. 12 is a number. 15 is a number. 20 is a number. All of them, they are numbers. So now, to get the value of numbers, we can apply operators on numbers to get another value. For example, say we console.log 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 will give us what? 2. Let me comment this out. So we are focusing on numbers now. I just commented the three data types out so that it will not affect our coding. So we are talking about numbers now, and I said that numbers are numeric values, which are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we brought out 1. We added 1 plus 1, which will give us what? 1 plus 1 will give us 2. We are using this plus operator. This symbol is called an operator, and it is called an addition. addition operator, this plus symbol is called an addition operator. So we can also do console.log 10 plus 4 times 11. The answer we got is 54. But normally, the answer to this is not supposed to be 54, because in JavaScript in mathematics there is what we call board math, which is what? Brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. And in that bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, you find out that multiplication is supposed to come before addition, which means that this multiplication sign is supposed to come before this addition sign. But a situation where the addition sign is coming before the multiplication sign, a situation where the addition sign comes before the multiplication sign, you see that JavaScript, we just do the multiplication before the addition, and we will not get the exact answer. So for us to get the exact answer, what we have to do is just to apply brackets. We apply parentheses here. And the correct answer is 154. But if we remove the parentheses, we will be having 54 as our answer. Let us do another one here. Let us just console.log 10. Okay, let's reverse it. 4 times 11 plus 10. Four times 10 plus 11. Sorry, 11 times 10 plus 4. We are getting a different answer here. So this operator precedence, in mathematics, this multiplication sign is supposed to come before the addition sign. So for us to get the correct answer here, we apply parentheses here. When we apply parentheses, what JavaScript will now do is that it will perform the multiplication before the addition to give us the exact answer. But if we just do it like that, JavaScript will just do 11 times 4 plus 10. So when we apply parentheses, when you are confused in JavaScript, you apply parentheses to get the exact answer. So the correct answer is 154 in this. And this plus symbol they are called operators. They are called arithmetic operators, and they are operating on two values. So they are operating on two values. They are binary operators. Those operators operating on two values, they are called binary operators. Operators operating on two values are called binary operators. So we also have the minus operator. You can do 7 minus 9. 7 minus 5, which is what? 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. That will give us 2. Also, we can do the division operator. 7 divided by 47. 47 or 25 divided by 5, which will give us 0, which will give us 5. Sorry, because 5 divided by 25 is 5. So all these are operators. So take note of these operators. The operator signs include the plus, the minus, the division and the multiplication symbol. So one more operator that we'll talk about is the remainder operator. The remainder operator this symbol is used to denote the remainder operator, and the symbol is simply this. For example, we can ask JavaScript console.log 314 remainder 100. Our answer will now be 14. Why? Do you know why our answer is 14? Let me explain. It will bring this 100. will just add 100, add another 100, which will give us 200, add another 100, which will give us now 300. Then the remainder will now be 14. 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100, 200, 200 plus 100, 300. The remainder will now be 14. Let me give you another instance. Okay, let's do 15 remainder 5. Our answer will be 0. Why? It will add 5 plus 5, which is 10. 10 plus under 5. 10 plus under 5 will give us what? 15. So the remainder will now be 0. Nothing will remain. Let us check the answer, which is 0. Let us also do 15 remainder 4. 15 remainder 4. It will now do 4 plus 4, which is 8, plus under 4, which is 12. So 12, our remainder will now be what? 3. 3 will be our remainder. Let us check the answer. Our remainder 3. It will now remain 3. So that is for numbers. So now let us move over to the next data type, which is string. So the next data type we'll be talking about is string. These strings, they are used to represent text, just alphabet letters. They are written by enclosing their contents in quotes. For instance, now we have 3 different ways of representing string. We can use the backtick. This is the backtick. Let's say down on the C. Console.log down on the C. Down on the C. Or we can also do console.log lie on the ocean. This is also a string. Another way to represent string. We have 3 ways of writing string. Lie on the ocean. This one is the double quote. This one is the backtick. This backtick can also be called the template literals. Why this one is the double quote. Then we also have the single quote. Console.log. Let us use the single quote. This one, this symbol. Floats on the ocean. Sorry, single quotes here. So look at it now. We have down on the sea, lie on the ocean, and float on the ocean. So this one is the backtick, which can also be, the first one is the backtick, which can also be called the template literals. The first one written as down on the ocean. The second one is the double quote, lie on the ocean. Why the third one, the last one, float on the ocean, is the single quote. Also, when using string, make sure that the two quotes, the quotes you are using rhyme together. For example, you can use a single quote to start and use a double quote to finish. It will give us an error in JavaScript. Like this now, we have single quotes here, and we want to close it with a double quote. You see that it will not work. Invalid or unexpected token. That it will give us an error. So if you start with single quote, you have to close it with a single quote, so that they will rhyme together. So that they will rhyme together. So look at it now. We have down on the sea, lie on the ocean, and float on the ocean. So this one is the backtick, which can also be, the first one is the backtick, which can also be called the template literals. The second one is the double quote, lie on the ocean. So that they will rhyme together. which is this. A situation where you want to write something with string and also you want to break it down into lines. You want to use a new line character. You can do it like this. Let's say console.log this is the first line. Then we want to break it down into two. We want this thing to be in such a way that the first line will appear on the first line, whereas the second line will appear down. What we do, we introduce what we call the new line character, which is the new line character is written with a symbol like this and an N. When you write it, you now say, and this is the second line. Can you see that? This is the first line and this is the second line. They are still the same thing, but what you will notice is that both of them are not written on the same line. I have to use the new line character to break this one down to another line. So this is the work of this symbol and N. So also, one thing to note about strings is that strings cannot be divided, multiplied, or subtracted. Unlike numbers, numbers can be divided, they can be multiplied, and they can be subtracted. But the addition operator can be used on them, can be used on strings to do what? To concatenate two strings. When I mean concatenate, I mean to add two things together. For example, let me give you an instance on this. Console.log my name is, use the plus operator. This plus operator, what it does is that it concatenates two things together. It joins two things together. So my name is Victor. Can you see that? Let me give you a space here. My name is Victor. So the plus operator can be used on string, but the addition operator, the subtraction operator, the remainder operator, and the multiplication operator cannot be used on string. But this addition operator, what it does is that it joins it concatenates, it joins two strings together. So just be taking note of this. So then one more trick we can perform using the backtick, which is the template literal. The template literal, apart from being able to span lines, they can also embed other values. For example, let me say console.log, we are using the backtick, half of 100 is, use the dollar symbol, curly braces, 100 divided by 2. To close the curly braces, put the backtick back, and close our console.log. So the trick, what this thing we use, half of 100 is 50. That would be our answer. Sorry, we are meant to use dollar symbol here. What will be our answer here is half of 100 is 50. Half of 100 is 50. So this backtick, when you combine it with a dollar symbol and curly braces, it performs trick which other string cannot perform. So let us talk about the unary operator. It is not all the operators that are simple. Some are written as words. I told you about some operators that are simple, like the plus operator, the minus operator, the addition operator, and the subtraction operator, the remainder operator. All of them, I told you that they are binary operators, which means that they operate on two values. But some operators are written as words. For example, for instance now, console.log type of 5. What we get here will be number, because this 5 belongs to the data type of number. This 5 belongs to number. So when we check it, what we get here is number. Sorry, let me delete all these codes here so that you will not be confused. Console.log type of 5. This 5 is a number. So this type of is an operator. It is a unary operator, which means it operates only on one value. So we are using it to find out the type of value that something belongs to in JavaScript. Like, okay, let's say type of console.log type of good. This good now is a string. Can we see string and number? This good is a string, while 5 is a number. So also the minus operator can also serve as a binary. It can serve as a binary operator and as a unary operator, which means it can operate on two values and operate on one value. For example, console.log minus 10 and minus 2. The answer we get here is minus 8. Minus 10 and minus 2. Sorry, I made a mistake. Sorry, minus 10 minus 2. We'll get 12 as our answer. It will now, convert the minus to a plus symbol. So lastly, let us talk about the Boolean. Remember, we have talked about numbers, we have talked about strings. Now let's talk about Boolean. In JavaScript, it is often useful to have a value that distinguishes between two possibilities, like yes and no, on and off and on. So for this purpose, JavaScript has a Boolean type which has just two values, which are written as those words. So this Boolean, that Boolean deals with what? It deals with true and false. JavaScript, Boolean focuses on true and false. It gives anything that involves true and false. Just know it's talking about Boolean. And how to get this in JavaScript? We use what we call comparison operator. We compare two numbers. We compare two things and ask the JavaScript the question to find out what JavaScript will tell us about it. For instance, let's say console.log 3 less than 2. We are asking JavaScript a question. If we are asking, okay, we are 3 greater than 2. Let's say 3 greater than 2. We are asking JavaScript if 3 is really greater than 2. So we want to know if 3 is greater than 2. So we'll check for the answer. Can you see that the answer is true? So Boolean deals with anything that involves true or false. The answer to this question is true. Now let's ask JavaScript another question. Console.log 3 less than 2. We now want to know if this is true or false as well. The answer is false. The answer to this question is false. So these symbols, this less than, greater than symbol, they are called comparison operators. They can be used to compare two values. So they are called comparison operators. Also, the same way numbers are compared, you can also compare string. For example, console.log a is less than b. We are asking JavaScript a question. Is a less than b? So the answer to it is true, because a is less than b. True, because b after a is b, so a is less than b, and b is less than c, then c is less than d. So anything that deals with true or false in JavaScript, that thing is talking about Boolean. It's simply talking about Boolean. Also, other Boolean symbols symbols can include not equal to. Let's ask JavaScript this question. Is 5 not equal? Is 5 not? Other symbols can also include the greater than or equal to operator. For example, is 5 greater than or equal to 7? You're asking JavaScript this question. Is 5 greater than or equal to 7? The answer is false, because 5 is not greater than or equal to 7. But if you ask JavaScript, is 5 equal to 7? It's still false. Okay, let's ask JavaScript, is 5 is equal to 5? 5 is equal to 5. The answer is true. So this 5 now, let's put it in form of a string. And ask JavaScript, is this 5 is equal to this 5? It will still tell us true, but there is what we call type question in JavaScript. When two values are the same, and you ask JavaScript the question, JavaScript will convert this one to this one automatically. So if we want it to be more strict in comparison, we want JavaScript to be more strict in comparison, we use the triple equals operator. So is this 5 really equal to this 5? It will not tell us false, because there is not equal to it. It will tell us false. But if we use the double equal to operator, it will tell us true, because 5 is equal to 5. Though the other one is a string, but it's still 5. So also, let us check for other symbols. Is 5 less than or equal to 6? You are asking JavaScript this question. The answer is true. 5 is less than 6. Also, this symbol is symbol of not equal to this particular symbol. So is 5 not equal to? Is 5 not equal to 6? The answer is still true, because 5 is not equal to 6. Is 5 not equal to 5? The answer is false, because 5 is equal to 5. So anything that deals with true or false is talking about Boolean. Also, there are other operators. There are 3 logical operators that can be applied to Boolean values themselves. Those 3 logical operators include the AND symbol, the OR symbol, and NOT symbol. And this symbol can be used to reason about Boolean. These symbols, they are binary operators. And if result is true, only if both the values given to it are true. So for example, let me show you an example of this now. True. Console.log true. This symbol, this is the symbol of and. True and true. We produce what? True. True and true produce true. Then true and false we produce false. True and false we produce false. Can you see that? So this symbol is symbol of and. Then we also have the or symbol, which is this symbol. True or true. True or true is true. True or false will give us what? To give us true. So true or false is true. True and false is false. Then true or false is true. So the OR operator denotes logical OR. It produces true if either of the value given to it is true. So the not then also let us ask JavaScript this question. This not true. We automatically produce what? Not true. We automatically produce false, because anything that is not true is false. Anything that is not true is false. So not true is false. Then not false. Not false is true. So now remember I told you that when you ask JavaScript this question, true, when you ask JavaScript a question like true and true, the answer will be true. But if you ask JavaScript a question like true and false, the answer is false. Now good, let us ask this JavaScript a logical question that involves the use of number. So console.log 1 plus 1 equal to 2 and 10 times 10 is less than 50. 10 times 10 is 100. So we want to know 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, which is true on this side. And 10 times 10, 100 is 100 less than 50. Sorry, 10 times 10 greater than 50. So we want to know if this answer is true. So the answer to this question will be true. True. Can you see that? Let me explain why. Because on this side is true. Why on this side is true again? This is true and true. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, which is true. And the operator. Now 10 times 10, which is 100. 100 is greater than 50. So true on this side, true on this side. True and true will give us what? True and true will automatically give us true. Whereas true and false, let's say 10 times 10 is greater than, let's add 250. 10 times 10 is greater than 250, which you know is false. So it will not produce true here and false here. So the answer to this question will not be false. The answer to it will not be false. So finally, the last logical operator I will talk about is the ternary operator. The ternary operator operates on 3 values. It operates on 3 values, and it uses a question mark and a colon. For instance, true, console.log true question mark 4, colon, and 7. Guess what? JavaScript will pick what? 4. It will pick 4 as the answer. Why? When true is here, it will pick the first number, which is 4. 4. But if you change this value to false, it will pick the second value, which is 7. To pick the second value, which is 7. Can you see that? So this is everything about the chapter 1 on JavaScript programming language. Also, let me show you an example of how JavaScript converts things, automatic conversion of JavaScript. How JavaScript converts things to its own. For example, we do console.log 8 times no. No is not a number, so JavaScript automatically will convert it to its own way. It will give us 0. Another example is console.log this 5. Let's make it a string. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is what? 4. Though this string here, this JavaScript, what JavaScript will do is that it will convert this string back to a number. That's the automatic type conversion we are talking about. It will now give us 4. But a situation where we now do console.log (5 plus 1). 5 plus 1 will now give us 51. Because of this plus, what this plus symbol does is that it concatenates two things together. It joins two things together. So what we get here is 51. What we get here is 51 as the answer. What we get as the answer is 51. Also, let us do another one. Console.log (5). This one we're using it as number, as string. 5 times 2. What we get here is none, which is not a number. This not a number is the result of a nonsensical computation. Five times 2. What we get here is none, not a number. Because I told you that you can only use the plus symbol on numbers, but you cannot use it on a number and a string. So in summary, we have talked about three types of data types in JavaScript, which are numbers, string, and boolean. And such values are created by typing in their name. So numbers include 13, 14. These are examples of numbers. Then for string, we have man, woman, so we also talked about binary operators, which are what? Plus symbol, minus symbol, the multiplication symbol, the division symbol, and the remainder operator, which is this. Also, we talked about string concatenation, that is joining two strings together, which can be done using the plus symbol. Also, we talked about comparison operators, which include the equal operator, the not equal operator, the triple equal, which is strict in comparison operator, and the not equal operator, the less than operator, the greater than operator, the less than or equal to operator, and the greater than or equal to operator. And we also talked about logical operators, which are the and symbol and the or symbol, and or. We also talked about the unary operator, which is what? The type of, which can be used to find out the value of anything in JavaScript. And also we talked about the ternary operator that uses the semicolon, the question mark and semicolon, which uses question mark and semicolon. So thank you. See you in the next video. This video, I covered everything about chapter 1 of JavaScript on this video. So thank you.